It imagines stepping back into your home after a long journey only to find it eerily deserted. Your loved ones vanished without a trace, leaving behind only a cryptic message carved into a tree. This is not the premise of a modern-day horror film, but the chilling reality of the Roanoke Colony mystery, one of the oldest unsolved puzzles in American history. The Roanoke Colony, also known as the Lost Colony, was established on Roanoke Island in what is now North Carolina, USA. It was an ambitious endeavor, part of England's early attempts to assert a permanent presence in the Americas. Yet, shortly after its establishment, the colony vanished, leaving behind a legacy of mystery and a plethora of questions that remain unanswered to this day. Key figures include Governor John White, who was also the grandfather to Virginia Dare, the first English child born in America. Their fate, along with that of the other colonists, forms the crux of the Roanoke Mystery. This opening section sets the stage for a deep dive into one of history's most perplexing enigmas, exploring not just the facts, but the folklore and the spectral shadows that hover over Roanoke's legacy. The Roanoke Island colony was not the first attempt by the English to colonize the Americas, but it was among the most noted due to its mysterious outcome. In 1587, under the patronage of Sir Walter Raleigh, Governor John White led a group of about 115 settlers to establish a new stable community. These were men, women and children, which highlighted the intent for a long-lasting settlement. The settlers faced immediate challenges. The location was remote, resources were scarce, and relations with local indigenous tribes were fraught with tension. The hope for a thriving colony began to dim as survival became the daily focus. Despite these hardships, there were fleeting moments of hope. The birth of Virginia Dare, the first English child born in America, symbolized potential prosperity. But this beacon of hope was soon overshadowed by the urgent need for more supplies and aid from England. Governor John White's decision to return to England for supplies in 1587 was pivotal. His departure was meant to be a temporary solution to the dire shortages faced by the colony. However, due to a combination of naval warfare and administrative hurdles, his return was delayed much longer than anticipated. During his absence, England was embroiled in the Spanish Armada's threats, and every available ship was requisitioned to defend the realm. This left the Roanoke colonists isolated and vulnerable, with dwindling resources and no way to communicate their plight. White's delayed return had profound implications. It escalated from a short trip for supplies into an agonizing absence that lasted until 1590. This 3-year gap was critical and left the colony vulnerable to the harsh realities of the New World. When John White was finally able to return to Roanoke Island in 1590, he faced a haunting sight. The colony he had left bustling with life was eerily deserted, the fortifications were dismantled, and there were no signs of a struggle or hurried departure. The most chilling clue was the word Croatoan carved into a post of the fort and CRO etched into a nearby tree. These cryptic messages suggested a possible move to Croatoan Island, now known as Hatteras Island, but bad weather prevented White from pursuing this lead. This discovery has fueled centuries of speculation. The absence of violence suggested that the departure was intentional and possibly organized, but without clear evidence, multiple interpretations have surfaced over the years. The fate of the Roanoke settlers has been the subject of much speculation. The most widely accepted theory is that the colonists assimilated with local Native American tribes. Some reports from subsequent settlers and explorers mention Europeans living with native groups, which could possibly refer to the Roanoke settlers. Another theory suggests that the colonists fell victim to Spanish forces moving north from Florida. However, the lack of any violent residue or Spanish records disputing this theory somewhat diminishes its likelihood. There are also theories involving mass illness, environmental disaster, or a failed attempt to return to England. Each theory has its proponents and detractors, and without concrete evidence, the mystery of Roanoke continues to be a topic of intrigue and scholarly debate. Recent archaeological digs have provided tantalizing clues, but no definitive answers. Items that could have belonged to the Roanoke settlers have been found both on Roanoke Island and on Hatteras Island, suggesting there might have been movement between these locations. Artifacts such as English pottery shards, weapon parts, and personal items have been unearthed, indicating the presence of English settlers in areas previously thought unexplored by them. These findings support the theory of integration with or relocation to native tribes. However, the archaeological evidence is still piecemeal. Each discovery adds a layer of knowledge but also complexity to the story, making the ultimate fate of the colonists as elusive as ever. The Roanoke colony, though a historical enigma, has permeated various aspects of American culture and folklore. It has inspired numerous books, films, TV shows, and even horror stories, each iteration adding layers to the mythos surrounding the lost settlers. Documentaries and speculative fiction often portray Roanoke as a cautionary tale of colonial ambition, while horror genres exploit the eerie disappearance for supernatural thrills. The story's adaptability in various narratives showcases its enduring appeal and the human fascination with the unknown. Moreover, the term lost colony itself has become synonymous with unsolved mysteries, often used in different contexts to describe enigmatic disappearances or unexplained phenomena. The legacy of Roanoke extends beyond historical curiosity. It taps into the very essence of storytelling and myth-making. The mystery of Roanoke has been tackled using a variety of scientific and historical methods. Archaeologists have employed modern excavation techniques, while historians have scoured over primary documents and narratives from the period. Recent advancements include DNA analysis to trace the genetic lineage of potential descendants of the colonists. Additionally, tree ring data has provided insights into the environmental conditions during the colony's establishment, suggesting severe drought conditions that could have exacerbated the settlers' struggles. These methods represent a bridge between past and present, offering tools to piece together what might have occurred on Roanoke Island. Yet the complete picture remains just out of reach. The relationship between the Roanoke colonists and the local Native American tribes is a critical component of the mystery. Initial interactions were mixed. There were both friendly exchanges and violent conflicts. The possibility that the colonists sought refuge with or were assimilated by a local tribe remains one of the most credible theories. Oral histories from tribes such as the Croatan, Lumbee Indians suggest that their ancestors interacted with and possibly integrated the Roanoke settlers. These accounts, combined with the archaeological finds of European artifacts in Native American contexts, lend credence to the integration theory. Understanding these interactions not only sheds light on the possible fate of the settlers, but also illustrates the complex dynamics of colonial and native relations in early American history. While mainstream theories dominate the discussion, Roanoke has its share of more outlandish explanations. These range from abductions by extraterrestrials to curses and supernatural events. Such theories, though less credible from a scholarly standpoint, reflect the human tendency to fill gaps in understanding with imaginative, if not improbable, ideas. These fringe theories, while often dismissed by the academic community, contribute to the lore of Roanoke and demonstrate the lengths to which people will go to find explanations for the unexplained. They also add an element of fun and mystery to historical inquiry, serving as reminders of the limits of our understanding. The Roanoke colony is often mentioned in the same breath as other great mysteries like the disappearance of the crew of the Mary Celeste or the many unexplained occurrences within the Bermuda Triangle. These stories, while vastly different in details, share themes of sudden disappearance and the absence of clear explanations. So comparing these mysteries provides context and highlights the Roanoke story within a broader narrative of human curiosity and the eerie fascination with the unknown. It also underscores the perennial appeal of such mysteries in popular culture, where the lack of answers provides fertile ground for speculation and storytelling. The disappearance of the Roanoke settlers cast a long shadow over subsequent colonization efforts in America. It served as a stark warning of the perils of the New World, influencing the strategies and preparations of future expeditions. Policies regarding better supply chains, improved relations with indigenous peoples, and more strategic site selections were some of the outcomes influenced by the lessons learned from Roanoke's failure. The mystery underscored the unpredictability of colonial ventures and shaped the cautious approaches of later settlers. The Roanoke Mystery has spawned a significant body of literature and several documentaries, each attempting to shed light on what might have happened. Works by historians like Karen Ordell Kupperman and Lee Miller have provided detailed examinations based on meticulous research. Documentaries, often aired on history-oriented television channels, combine dramatic reenactments with expert interviews to bring the story to life. These media not only help popularize the mystery, but also encourage academic and amateur sleuths alike to continue exploring the available evidence. The search for answers about Roanoke continues, with new technologies and methodologies offering hope for new insights. For instance, satellite imagery and advanced ground-penetrating radar have the potential to uncover previously hidden remains or artifacts. As each new piece of evidence emerges, the puzzle of Roanoke becomes both more complex and potentially closer to resolution. The future may hold the key to finally unlocking the secrets of America's oldest mystery, whether through a groundbreaking archaeological find or a revelatory historical document. The enduring public fascination with Roanoke speaks to a deeper, almost existential curiosity about fate and the unknown. The mystery stokes the collective imagination, prompting both scholarly inquiry and creative expression. If the mystery were ever solved, it could have profound implications for our understanding of early American history, colonial interactions, and even the methodologies used in historical research. Until then, Roanoke remains a captivating enigma, a story as much about the limits of historical knowledge as it is about the people it involves. Interviews with historians and archaeologists provide a range of interpretations and opinions on what might have happened to the Roanoke settlers. Some experts lean towards theories of assimilation with local tribes, while others propose that environmental factors played a significant role. These expert insights not only enrich the discussion, but also highlight the diverse perspectives within the academic community. Such discussions underscore the complexity of historical interpretation and the nuanced understanding required to study events as distant and mysterious as Roanoke. The story of Roanoke offers valuable lessons for educational settings. It serves as an entry point into discussions about early American history, colonialism, and Native American history. It also encourages critical thinking and the examination of sources, fostering a deeper understanding of the challenges and complexities of historical scholarship. Educators use Roanoke to teach students about the importance of evidence, the value of multiple perspectives, and the enduring impact of history on contemporary society. The mystery, while unresolved, provides a compelling case study in the pursuit of historical truth. Conspiracy theories about Roanoke, ranging from hidden political motives to deliberate erasures of truth, add another layer of intrigue to the mystery. While often not supported by evidence, these theories can influence public perception and highlight the distrust that some segments of the population have towards historical narratives. Analyzing these theories is crucial not just for debunking or validating them, but also for understanding the broader societal contexts in which they arise. They reflect the ongoing negotiation between history as a scholarly study and history as a part of public consciousness. The mystery of Roanoke, with its blend of historical facts and enduring enigmas, continues to captivate and mystify. Whether viewed through the lens of history, folklore, or pure speculation, it remains a poignant reminder of the human desire to explore, to colonize, and to understand. As we reflect on Roanoke, we are reminded of the complexities and challenges of piecing together our past, the limitations of historical evidence, and the powerful allure of the unknown. The lost colony of Roanoke is more than a historical puzzle. It is a mirror reflecting our deepest fears and our eternal quest for knowledge.